Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to solve we are going to discuss very important method, that is Charpit's method. Okay, so this Charpit's method is used to solve the any non-linear PDE. Okay, so that means this type, that is Charpit's method, is specially used for those problems, that is those equations which are cannot be transformed into any of the four types. That is, already we have discussed four types of non-linear PDE. If we can't transform to the standard forms, or for any type you can use the, or any problems you can use this method. Okay, so this is called as the general method of solving the equation of non-linear PDE. For any four types you can apply this Charpit's method, or the problems that is which cannot be transformed to the any of the four forms, then we can apply this Charpit's method. So this is called as the general method of solving non-linear PDE. Okay, the working rule is, first we have to write the given equation of the form f of x comma y comma z comma p comma q is equals to 0. So equation contains all the x, y terms, whatever all the terms we group one side, and it is equated, it is represented with f. Okay, so that is, it is equated to f. So given equation is represented as f is equals to all the given terms. Next step is very important. We have to write the Charpit's auxiliary equation. You have to remember this formula. The Charpit's auxiliary equation is given by dp divided by dou f divided by dou x plus p into dou f by dou z equals to dq divided by dou f by dou y plus q into dou f by dou z equals to dz divided by minus p dou f by dou p minus q into dou f by dou q equals to dx divided by minus dou f by dou p equals to dy divided by minus dou f by dou q. So this is, that is, these are the auxiliary equations, that is Charpit's auxiliary equation. You can observe that in this denominator we have dou f divided by dou y, dou f divided by dou x, and all the partial derivative with respect to x, y, z and p and q of f. That means after this first step we have to find all the partial derivatives of f with respect to x, y, z, p and q. Okay, so we have to find 5 partial derivatives, then we have to substitute in this Charpit's auxiliary equation. So with the help of these 5 auxiliary equations, we consider any two appropriate fractions, that is any two fractions, to get the p value or q value in terms of p and q, that is to get the simplest relation involving at least one of the p and q. So either we solve for p or for q. So you can choose any two equations, that is any two fractions from these 5 fractions. Okay, then so after getting the p value or q value, we substitute that value in the given equation to get the another value. That is, if we got p value means we substitute in the given equation, then we get the q value. So finally we have to find the p and q value. Then after getting the p and q value, we substitute in the equation dz is equals to p dx plus q dy, and integrating we get the complete solution. Okay, so steps are very simple. The main thing is we have to write the auxiliary equation, that is Charpit's auxiliary equation, correctly, then we get the required solution. Okay, so now we shall solve some problems, that is very important problems on this Charpit's method. So you can observe that that is this question already, that is this problem is we have solved already in the type 2 video. Okay, so this can be, so this is of the form type 2 form. Okay, so that is, this equation contains p, q and z terms which is independent of x and Why? So this can be easily solved by transforming or it is by using the standard form 2. Even though this can be solved by the Charpit's method also, because Charpit's method is the general method of solving any nonlinear PDE. All the type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, all the forms can be solved by using this Charpit's method. Okay. So in the exam, particularly they will mention that solve this, that is solve given PDE by the Charpit's method, then we can apply the Charpit's method. So even if it is not mentioned that apply the Charpit's method, then we can go for the that is, if it is possible to transform any 4 forms, then we can solve, that is we can go for those four forms, otherwise we can apply the Charpit's method. Okay, so it depends on you, but if it is particularly mentioned that by applying Charpit's method, means you have to apply the Charpit's method only, don't go for the second method. Okay, now so you can observe that the given equation, all the terms are grouped to one side. Simply we equate this with f is equals to. Okay, so solution, first we have to write f is equals to p into 1 plus q square plus b minus z into q. This is f is equals to, that is 0. F is equals to 0. Next, to write the Charpit's auxiliary equation, we need dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y, dou f by dou p, and all the 5 partial derivatives. Therefore, we differentiate this equation with respect to x, y, z, p and q partially. Okay, differentiating partially with respect to x, y, z, p and q, we get, first we write dou f divided by dou x. So differentiating partially with respect to x, you can observe that here dou f divided by dou q, that is dou f divided by dou x is equals to 0, because it does not contains any x terms. Next, dou f divided by dou y also equals to 0. Then dou f divided by dou z, so it contains only one z terms, that is differentiating this one, you can write q into z. So minus we get q, z differentiation is 1. Next, differentiating with respect to p, dou f divided by dou p is equals to, so p into 1 into pq, so that is we get 1 plus q square into p differentiation is 1, and dou f divided by dou q. Okay, so you can observe that q square into p, it contains 2 terms of q square into p and q into z. So therefore q square differentiation is 2q into p minus z. Okay, or you can further simplify this as p plus pq square plus b into q minus z into q. So then your differentiation part will be easy. Sorry, here we get 2q minus p. Okay, then differentiating this we get b minus z, q differentiation is 1. Okay, now we write Charpit's auxiliary equation. The Charpit's auxiliary equation is, so in the exam better you mention the whole formula, that is first you have to write the Charpit's auxiliary equation in the standard form, so that is you have to write the formula. Okay, so here I will directly substitute all the values here, but you write in the exam. Okay, auxiliary equations are dp divided by, so the formula is dou f divided by dou x plus p into dou f by dou z. Dou f by dou x is 0, p into dou f by dou z, that is p into dou f by dou z is minus q, therefore it is minus p by q. So similarly dq divided by dou f by dou y, again it is 0, q into dou f by dou z is minus q square equals to, dz. So substituting the values p into dou f by dou p. Dou f by dou p is this one. P into dou f by dou p is we get p into 1 plus q square. Okay. Plus minus q. So it is minus sign. Minus q into dou f by dou q. Dou f by dou q is 2pq minus b minus z equals to dx divided by minus dou f divided by dou p minus dou f divided by dou p is 1 plus q square. Okay, equals to dy divided by minus dou f divided by dou q. Minus dou f divided by dou q is minus 2pq minus b minus z. Okay, so now we consider only first two fractions. Okay, you can simplify this one or you can keep as it is also, but we require only these two terms, therefore I won't go for the simplification, but in the exam if you require you can simplify this one. Okay, so just I will simply consider these two fractions. Okay, now considering first two fractions, we get dp divided by minus sign get cancels, or you write completely dp by minus p into q, dq divided by minus q into minus q square. So minus sign get cancels, q, one term of q get cancels, we get dp divided by p is equals to dq divided by q. Now on integrating we get log p is equals to log q minus integration constant we consider it as minus log a. So or it can be written as p is equals to q divided by a, or q is equals to p into a. Now substitute this value in the given, so that given equation becomes, so the given equation is p into 1 plus q square. Okay, so keep p as it is. 1 plus q square means it is p square into a square plus b minus z into p into a equals to 0. So this is the given. Okay, now further simplifying this one we get p value, so you can take p outside. Okay, so that p taken outside we get 1 plus p square plus a square plus b minus z. Okay, here into we get a is equals to 0, or it can be written as p square equals to, consider all the terms this side, that is we get z minus b, taking this side it becomes plus z minus b into a minus a square minus 1. Okay, so it is p into a square, so that it is a square into p square, z minus b into a minus 1, or p square is equals to z minus b into a minus 1 divided by a. So p is equals to, we get z minus b into a minus 1. So taking square root we get square root, so it is a square. Now it becomes a. So this is p value. Okay, now therefore q is equals to, we have p into a, therefore q can be written as p value is under root z minus b into a minus 1. So here a get cancelled. So q is equals to we get square root of z minus b minus a into into a into minus 1. So substituting this p and q value in dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So dz is equals to p value is under root z minus b into a minus 1 divided by a into dx plus q value is square root z minus b a minus 1 plus into dy. So this can be further written as c into dz is equals to not c, it is a into dz is equals to a into z minus b into minus 1 into dx plus square root a into z minus b minus 1 into dy. Okay, so here we have to consider c. Now this can be taken as a common, so that we get a dz divided by square root of a into z minus b minus 1 is equals to we get dx plus c dy. Now integrating, we get 2 root of c. So it is 1 by root x form. So 2 root of a into z minus b minus 1 is equals to x plus c into dy. If it is a, okay, this one is a into dy, a into y plus integration constant we consider as c. So this is the required solution. You can compare this solution with by the method of type 2 also. Okay, so we got the same solution. Example, find the complete integral of px plus qy equals to pq by Chapit's method. So this problem can be, that is this PD can be solved by using the type 3 method. Okay, but here it is mentioned that by Chapit's method, therefore we use the Chapit's method. First we write the given equation f is equals to px plus qy minus, we take this LHS side, minus pq equals to 0. Consider this as equation 1. Next we differentiate partially with respect to x, so that dou f by dou x is equals to p. So similarly, differentiating partially with respect to y, we get q into y differentiation is 1, and dou f divided by dou z is equals to 0, because here z term, there is no z term. Next, dou f divided by dou p, which is equals to x minus q, and dou f divided by dou q is equals to q minus p. Okay, it is y minus p. Now we substitute all these values in the Chapit's auxiliary equation. So therefore the Chapit's auxiliary equation is, auxiliary equations are dp divided by dou f by dou x plus p into dou f by dou z, but dou f by dou z term is equals to 0, therefore we write dou f by dou x value which is equals to p. Similarly, dq divided by dou f by dou y value is q plus dou f by dou z is equals to 0, and dz divided by minus p into dou f divided by dou p. Okay, so it is dz divided by minus p into, so minus p dou f by dou p. Dou f by dou p is x minus q plus minus q into, then dou f by dou q is y minus p equals to dx divided by minus dou f by dou p, which is equals to minus x minus q equals to dy is equals to minus dou f by dou q, which is equals to minus y minus p. So now we use these two fractions only. Considering first two fractions, we get dp divided by p equals to dq divided by q. So on simply integrating, we get 1 by p integration is log p is equals to log q plus log a. We use the integration constant as log a. So further simplifying, we get p is equals to q into a by using log m plus log n is equals to log m plus n formula. Now put this value in given equation. Put p value in given equation, so that the given equation becomes aqx plus qy minus aq square equals to 0. Okay, now we simplify this one as, so here we can take q outside, or first we separate this aq. Okay, so aq square can be written as, this can taken this RHS side, so aq square can be written as, here we take q outside, so that we get ax plus y. One term of q get cancels, we get aq is equals to ax plus y, or q is equals to ax plus y divided by a. So this is q value. So therefore, so we got p is equals to aq. So simplifying, we get a into q is nothing but ax plus y divided by a. So a get cancelled, so that p we get in terms of ax as ax plus y. So now we substitute these two values in the equation, that is put p and q values in the equation. dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So substituting in this equation, we get dz is equals to p value is ax plus y plus q value is ax plus y. Sorry, here we have to write dx. Okay. Ax plus y divided by a into dy, or we can take ax plus y as common, so that we get dx, or first we take LCM, a as LCM. Okay, so on taking a LCM, we get a into, so here we get a into ax plus y into dx plus ax plus y into dy, or sending this a to this side, we get a into dz is equals to, and also taking ax plus y as common, we get a dx plus dy. Okay, so here we get a dx plus dy. So then on integrating, so this is nothing but a into dz integration is z equals to, you can observe that it is f of x and its differentiation is a dx plus dy. So therefore it takes f of x into dx formula. So therefore its integration is, so f of x is ax plus y to the power 2 divided by 2 plus integration constant we consider as p. So further it can be written as 2az is equals to ax plus y whole square plus b. This is the required answer. Next problem, find complete integral of pxy plus pq plus qy is equals to yz by Chapit's method. Solution. So given equation can be written as f is equals to pxy plus pq plus qi minus yz equals to 0. Consider this as equation 1. Now differentiating partially with respect to x, we get py, and differentiating partially with respect to y, we get px, plus here also we have one term of y, so it is q, and dou f divided by dou z. Differentiating with respect to z, we get minus y. Now differentiating partially with respect to p, we get it contains two terms of p, therefore it is xy plus q. And again differentiating partially with respect to q, so here one term of q and this one term of q, that is we get p plus y. Okay, now we substitute in the Char-Pitts equation, so that is the Char-Pitts auxiliary equation is, equations are dp divided by dou f by dou x plus p dou f by dou z. So here dou f by dou x value is py, okay, and dou f by dou z plus p into dou f by dou z is minus y. So we get plus py minus py equals to dq divided by dou f by dou y is px plus q minus q into y equals to dz divided by minus p dou f by dou p is xy plus q minus q into p plus y equals to dx divided by minus xy plus q and dy divided by minus p plus y. So these are the auxiliary equation. So from the only first fraction here we use, so by the first fraction we get dp divided by 0, because plus py plus p minus y get cancelled, so we can write here py minus py get cancelled, so that we get dp divided by 0. It implies that dp is equals to 0. On integrating we get, on integrating p get cancels, here we can say that p is equals to, not integrating, here dp implies equals to 0 means, so here differential is equals to 0, therefore p must be a constant, and that constant we consider it as a. Okay, now substituting this value in the given equation, we get, it becomes p means a, axy plus aq plus qi is equals to yz, or minus yz is equals to 0. Okay, so here we consider q as a that is common. On taking q common, we get axy plus q is common, we get a plus y minus yz equals to 0, or q into a plus y is equals to plus yz divided by axy, or q is equals to, we get yz divided by axy, here it is minus axy. Okay, so q into a plus y is equals to yz minus axy whole divided by, so we consider this term to this side. Okay, that is q of a plus y is equals to yz minus axy whole divided by a plus y. Okay, so this is q value. Okay, so q value is nothing but yz minus axy divided by a plus y. So we substitute p value and q value in the equation, that is put p and q in dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. Okay, so that we get dz is equals to, p value is a into dx plus q value is yz minus axy divided by a plus y into dy. or it can be written as a dx plus y is taken outside, we get z minus ax divided by a plus y into dy, or it can be written as dz minus a dx is equals to y into z minus ax divided by a plus y into dy, or dz minus a dx. So we consider this z minus ax to this side, that is divided by z minus ax into this a plus y, or you can keep this as it is, y divided by a plus y into dy. Now we have to integrate this one. So on integrating we get here, so z integration is dz minus a as it is, x integration is dx, but here this side we have to simplify this one. So therefore first we simplify, then go for the integration. So a dx divided by z minus ax. So this can be written as, on adding and subtracting a to the numerator, we get a plus y minus y divided by a plus y into dy. So further it can be written as a plus y get cancels, minus a divided by a plus y. So we can write it as y plus a divided by a plus y minus a divided by a plus y into dy. So here plus a plus y get cancels, 1 minus, we can write it as a divided by a plus y into dy. So this we simplify for the integration part. So now on integrating we get its integration is log of z minus ax is equals to, one integration with respect to dy is y minus y divided by y plus a is log of a plus y. So this is the required complete integral. Required complete integral. So like this, by writing the Chapit's equation, that is Chapit's auxiliary equation, we can solve the given any non-linear PDE by the Chapit's method.